Hi, this is John and welcome back again to the Contemplative Commuter. So as I promised on my last upload, I'd share my thoughts around a ketogenic or low carb lifestyle, because that's what I've adopted over definitely the last 3 to 4 years. That's helped me get to the body weight I wanted and also maintain that body weight. But I'd open with saying, look, it's worked for me, but I don't know if keto or low carb would work for you. And why do I say that? Well, I've got not an addictive personality, but I was a glutton with food, especially sugary treats and cakes, stuff like that, Mars bars, anything. I would pile them down my throat. If I opened a packet of biscuits, I always used to envy people who could just have one with a cup of coffee and not devour the entire packet. So keto worked for me because basically I was eliminating a macronutrient from my diet, which obviously then has other knock-on effects. If you're going to go low carb keto, it does eliminate sugar from your diet. The flip side to it is it made me focus on foods I did enjoy that were particularly high in fat. But I've reconsidered that definitely over the last few months, because if I look at how I was eating, yes, I was losing weight, and do you know what? I was feeling really good as well, because as they say out in the ketogenic circles or forums, I've become fat adapted or metabolically flexible or dual fuel. But I did feel better because I wasn't getting blood sugar spikes that was either elevating or decreasing my energy levels quickly. I got all those positive things like mental clarity, reduction in inflammation. But do you know what? I was eating a hell of a lot of processed meat, dairy products, horrible treats like pork scratchings. So in a way, I got to the weight I wanted to get to through a dirty version of keto. Dirty makes it sound more interesting than it is, but it was quite probably, if you take a step back and looked at what I was eating over a week, it was kind of disgusting. Lots of full fat cream, lots of steak, lots of burger, lots of processed meat. And that's where I've really reconsidered my diet, like I said, over the last 4 months, 5 months, is I've moved to more of a clean eating, maybe even paleo, at points vegan type keto approach. So the majority of foods I eat over a week now do not come in packets, whole foods, lots and lots of avocado and olive oil, lots of olives, lots of healthy fatty fish like salmon. I've swapped away and moved away, because I was eating like a massive mouse, a hell of a lot of cheese. I've basically eliminated that out of my diet now, and a lot of heavy cream or double cream, and instead I've gone to coconut cream. Still kept the MCT oils, but I am still eating. If I look at my macros, I don't really track calories so much anymore, but from a macro point of view, I'm probably still getting 60 to 70% of my my calories are coming from fat, with probably 15 to 20% protein. Probably have upped my carbohydrates a little bit because I'm eating a lot more vegetables. So staying with the leafy greens, the broccolis, the cauliflowers, but adding in a lot more olives and avocados. Yes, they're high in fat, but they've got a lot of fiber. So I've really started to think about how I'm eating at the moment and moved to whole foods. Lots of nuts as well, macadamia, pecans, walnuts. So I'd urge you, I'd really consider, don't take this as a kind of go out there, ketogenic diet is absolutely for you, you'll lose lots of weight. I'd look at it from the point of view of, how do you like to eat? If you're one of those people who's quite lucky that you can be moderate in how you eat. Ketogenic probably isn't the right way for you. It does feel at points, if I'm honest, like I've got an eating disorder, because I'm always having to explain to people why I'm not eating the bread at the start of a meal if you're out in a restaurant, or why I don't eat chips, why I don't eat potatoes. Flip side to that is, like I discussed in the last video, that keeps me on track with my diet. Energy levels, my ability to train in the gym, things like that, I don't really see that is diminished at all. So I think keto fits quite well with exercise habits, but it works for me because it made me abstain from the foods that were really making me fat, which was fast foods, sugary drinks. I'm a bit like Russell Brand with heroin in that kind of case, in that for me, keto works because it's made me abstain from certain food groups. But on the flip side, and this is maybe what people don't discuss in ketogenic forums or on any of the videos on YouTube, it might also develop an unhealthy relationship with food, or it can make you look as though you've got an eating disorder, and it can make you a nightmare in restaurants when you're eating with other people as well, because you are all the time in the back of your head tracking how many carbs you've had. So on that, keto works for me, might work for you. All I could urge you to do is, if you are going to go down that path, try and stick to whole foods. Don't do it by eating lots of processed meat, because you're just swapping one bad diet for another. And yeah, maybe give it a go, see how you feel. If it doesn't feel good, don't keep doing it. So on that, I'll bid you farewell. Like I said, any feedback, I'd be more than welcome to listen to and read the comments and respond. If you want to subscribe, and I will keep uploading these videos. Thanks for that. Have great weekends, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.